Hey guys, we are here, and
I'm here too.
Lee's back after a brief hiatus. No, just kidding. So we're here at Pioneer Theater here in Salt Lake City, Utah, and we're here to see Oslo, which actually won the Tony Award for Best Play in 2017.
You know, it sounds a little deep, but it's about these two Norwegian people who secretly brought together representatives from Israel and Palestine, like two major enemies, and got them to sit down and find peace. And they ultimately came up with the 1993 Oslo Peace Accords. You know, the other thing about this, we're not really play people, and so we're gonna try something new. That's something we always talk about. We want to urge people to try something new with theater and make yourself a little uncomfortable. And you usually are, you know, you'll see the benefit of that.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that we get that tonight.
And actually, Pioneer kind of kicked that off for us. We went to Curious Incident of the Dog in the Night last year and had a lot of fun with it. Saw Harry Potter, a couple other plays and that kind of thing. So we're branching out and seeing some new stuff. We were talking with two of the actors, the two lead actors that literally are on stage the entire show. We'll show you some of that interview here with the two lead actors of Oslo.
This is actually my third time back to Pioneer. I love coming back to this theater. It's beautiful.
And this is my fourth time as an actor at Pioneer, and I've been here a couple times as a writer as well. It's a true story, and it's in 1993, a Norwegian diplomatic couple brought Israelis and Palestinians to Oslo, Norway, privately, secretly.
Completely secretly.
With no knowledge of anybody else in the world, to try a new methodology to help them develop a discussion towards peace in the Middle East. And it was successful. But it was this private thing that took place over months.
9 months.
Nine months.
Only 9 months.
And then suddenly it was announced to the world, and they went to the White House and they shook hands in
was
front
done.
of President Clinton, and it was done. It lasted as long as peace lasts in that area, but it was a revolutionary act, and this is the play about that.
I guess my favorite thing about our characters is their relationship. They just work really well together. They're very, very different. She's much more conservative. She's much more forward, long-term thinking. She's calmer. She's quieter, and he's sort of the one that has all these fantastic big ideas, and they just work really well together. I think that's my favorite part.
Yeah, it's a fascinating thing in the writing that when you hear people's firsthand accounts of this thing that happened, everyone kind of takes credit for it. But these two people were the people that really made it happen. And the play, I think, highlights a marriage in a really great way. In both their happy moments and also their moments where they're in conflict, but they are trying to do the same thing. The description of the play, it sounds like homework, right? It sounds like, oh, it sounds like going to history class. The play is wildly entertaining.
Anything but that,
It's big laughs, very big emotions, big human emotions, and it flies by. It sounds like it's a task to sit through, and I've had friends see it already who are like, oh, I was riveted from beginning to end. And it's largely because one of the strengths of the writing is just how entertaining it is.
It's so much fun I mean, there's scenes that are 12 seconds long, some of them. And it just flies, and it's fun to see how much is accomplished in a short amount of time. And it doesn't read the same way on the page. You can imagine it, but it bears no resemblance to what actually happens on stage. I guess I would just say that if you don't know this play, or if you only know a little bit about this play, think outside the bounds of what you think it might be, because it's a whole lot more. And it's a love story, and it's a story about a marriage and friendship, and how we can bring friendship into today and listen better to each other and participate more in the world.
Yeah, it's exciting to do a play at a time where our nation is, you know, at a complicated moment, to do a play that asks the audience to join in the wish that we can all talk to each other like human beings. I think that's a really important thing to talk about right now, and it's so exciting to be a part of that.
I think the thing that we're most excited about is to be able to bring this 2017 Tony Award-winning play to Salt Lake City and to Pioneer Theater Company. It's just thrilling for us to be able to do this first regional premiere.
First time anyone outside of New York City has seen this play in the United States.
It's a really big deal. We're thrilled to be here.
Pretty cool that we got the chance to talk with those guys. When I first heard about the play coming, I wasn't really sure. I didn't know much about it, but after that interview with them, I'm pretty excited. They set the stage pretty well. I'm excited to head in and see this.
Let's go check it out.
Here we go. Hey guys. We just got back from Pioneer Theater seeing the 2017 Tony winner for Best Play, Oslo. We had a lot of fun seeing this.
I really enjoyed my whole night, to be honest with you.
Yeah, this is kicking off Pioneer's new season, and we actually have a season video where we went over each of the shows on the season. I'll link that in the info card here. You can check that out. But let's jump right into it. What was your first?
If you know me well, I'm kind of a political buff, but I also really like history, but I'm not the type who wants to sit down and read a really long book. I really enjoyed this show. You know, I was probably like 11, maybe 12 years old when the Peace Accords came out, so I don't remember anything. I just loved learning about something that I feel like I should have known. I just know a sliver, but now I feel like I know so much, and I love that about the theater.
Yeah, that was definitely great. So my first good is Kate Middleton. She actually played the lead in this show. So between her and her character's husband, she was on the stage the entire time. I mean, maybe like seconds here and things like that, but she had this kind of elementary role where she was kind of narrating the piece, but she was also right in it, and she played a very main part of the show as well. But she was able to jump back and forth between this narrator role and her character really flawlessly. And there were times where she really helped pull me through kind of what was going on with the narration or with kind of the heart that she brought to her character. So I really enjoyed her character. What was your number two?
I really liked her as well. You know, my number two was probably, I was really surprised by the fact this was a very serious subject. There was so much humor to be found in this story, and I think it was because of the actors. Like, they found humor in the smallest moments, like eating a waffle. I mean, I found myself laughing at really weird moments, and honestly, there were some moments that there were people in the audience laughing at parts that I was like, what are you laughing about? But I really found it was really fun to see a very serious subject, but be able to enjoy myself and laugh throughout the 2.5-hour show.
Absolutely, and that kind of brings me to my number two. I was really all about the pacing of this show. When you hear about how long this show is, it's really easy to maybe be like, I don't know, like 2.5 hours, history, politics, but they keep the pacing up really well. It was great.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, I felt like I was really worried that I was going to get bored after 2.5 hours, but I never got bored.
And what was your opportunity?
My opportunity, maybe I know I'm kind of a newbie for plays, but I mean, do they not wear mics normally or something? I just could not hear at the very beginning of the show, and maybe it was opening night or something like that, but it was really hard to hear.
No, it was definitely hard to hear. It was hard to hear for me as well. I would say my opportunity for this is funny. I'm going to switch it, and it's going to be an opportunity for me and an opportunity for you. This show tells a really intricate story. It tells a story that, like Lee said, this happened around me as I was growing up, but I wasn't really aware of it. But seeing this story really helped me connect to the people that were in this story. I liked this. The opportunity in this is that it challenged me. The opportunity is to go to things that challenge you, to go to things that make you uncomfortable or that might not be your normal. That's what I love about the theater is that, it tells us these stories in this awesome point of view that you wouldn't get any other way. And I would say the entire, resting theme of this show is that conversation and putting yourself in other people's shoes can change the world. I mean, honestly. And I think that that's a skill that's timeless. I think that whether it's this, historical moment or whether it's current times or whether it's just talking to your significant other or your friend or anything like that, I loved that and I was able to connect to it. So my opportunity is to put yourself out there and to be challenged and to go see shows like Oslo.
Yeah. The other thing I really enjoyed about the show, on that same token, is the way that they got to peace without spoiling anything was by getting to know each other on a human level.
Yeah.
They enjoyed dinner together, but then when they were in the negotiating room, they negotiated. And I love that fact that you got to get to know each other and connect on a human level, and that helps bring negotiations through.
I gotta give it up to Pioneer for bringing new works to Utah. This is not just, a Utah premiere, but this is a regional premiere.
Kudos to Pioneer for, I think I could say, I think I'm a play person now.
I don't know. The jury's still out. We'll see. If all plays are like Oslo, then I'll
maybe I should give a few more before I officially declare it, but
maybe we'll be play people. Who knows?
But they're also bringing in the playwright, JT Rogers. He's doing a talk back, and we will be there.
Yep.
We will be recording it, and we'll post it right here for you guys as well.
More to come. We've got a couple of local shows coming up, and then we're gearing up for this fall, headed to DC to see some Beetlejuice, and also to New York, some King Kong, maybe some Cher.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are just a couple things on the radar. If you like this video, go ahead and drop us a like. Make sure that you subscribe, and comment below for any future shows or ideas that you kind of want us to explore. Thanks for watching, guys. We're working on our sophisticated play pieces.
Wait, I feel like I should be like...